Hello guys and welcome to the Foxden. My name is Tainara and welcome back to City Skylines. As you may notice, my voice don't really fit into what I'm saying on screen right now. That's because when I recorded this shit, the microphone sound in some magical way vanished. So you're gonna see me being a bit unsynced, but we're gonna fix that. When I got in here, this city didn't have any name, so I thought of naming the city City of Ember. I like the city, I like that name. I have been using that name on other cities before, and it's fitting, I think. it's gonna catch fire at some point. So yeah, City of Ember. The other thing I did that I missed last time around was that this area here, I was talking about having it local produce and stuff like. I didn't know there was in a separate tab, so that's fixed now. So now it has local food produce in that area. For this episode though, we are going to fix our death problem apparently. we have some of that. We were kinda lacking of money last time around and we just struggled to keep our heads above water basically. So we are going to place a cemetery. I was thinking of setting it down on the bottom end here, but then I thought to myself that will be a prime area for either a park or some more fancier residential, so I'm gonna place the cemetery on top here. I don't know if I want to say north, but I don't know what's we call it north. We call it north. This is south end here. So that cemetery will fix our problems with death care. If you look at this view though, out of the plains and mountains, I guess. I think that bottom part will be great for a city park, so that's gonna be a project for future endeavors, I guess. Our availability is good. Electricity is kind of failing, but that we know from the last episode. I was looking at some alternative power stations, but we get back to that when it comes to it. Otherwise, fire safety. I have one fire station down here and one on top, which suits our needs for now, I guess. It's a bit in the outskirts on both ends that needs safety, more protection. But for now, I think we are going to manage without that. Same with crime. It's a bit on the edge here. On top, we don't have any, but I think our gel availability is a bit low, so we probably should need to place another police station because we only have 2 cells left. So that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, we do need to fix that. Health wise though, we have one clinic down here in town, which is great, and some of you may have noticed I placed one of those up here thinking it was a fire station or police station. Yeah, I was kind of lost, but it's better now. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah. So having a look at this, I'm thinking of how to expand myself into the next area. We also have disasters on right now. I got the DLC when it was on sale, among a few others. So if you look here in gameplay, we have random disasters and it's set to about 40%, give or take. So we're going to experience some kind of disasters at some point. So we need to be prepared for it. Oh, look at it. As I was talking about power, we are having some power failures in town. We just hit that mark where we cannot supply power to ourselves. So I was looking at alternative power supplies. I was looking at this wave generator thingy. Could fit down here, but it has a quite large area of sound. You could set it up in the north end of the river, but then we have the problem with power lines. So I'm looking at advanced wind turbines. They're basically the same, has a bit smaller area of sound though, so I'm looking at this spot here. Temporarily giving our town the power it needs to survive for now. And using my special asset, my little power relay station, we connect it nicely to town. But I still have, that's gonna be removed at some point later on, because I want to have accessibility to my things. I wanted to have a proper way to get to it. So now when I have removed the camera from my screen, it's gonna be much easier to make a voiceover for this. So we have a bit of saving, so that's coffee. If you have it, drink it. And we placed this park last time around. I'm going to make a access road around that, because we are going to expand at some point out in this general direction. So making a road here and making it connect to this street, even if it's a sharp turn, will make it look more part of the town and not like something outside it. We have some abandoned buildings. We're gonna help businesses grow back by deleting those. I don't have a good mod for that. I know there's mods that automatically deletes that kind of thing. What I was looking at here was setting a general theme for the entire city. I did not have that. Probably I'm looking at the wrong way, or those that I have been watching on YouTube has some mod to fix that. And I also have day and night cycle on temporarily, because I forgot to turn it off from last time I built on stream. So we're gonna experiencing a bit of night here for a bit. It's nice to see how Ember looks at night. And we see here we have a lot of people walking back and forth between the industrial area and our city. And I'm thinking of maybe be able to set up a sort of bus service, or maybe a trolley or a tram. But then I remember that cost a bit more money than we do have at the moment. So we are going to fix that at some point as well. Same with post office, we don't have any. Post office is kind of needed in town. See if we can find a good spot for it that it doesn't demolish a shit ton of buildings, and having it set up on a good place. I might come back to that. We do need to expand though, because we have a good amount of residential need. So let's speed things up for a bit. We have it, another set of houses up, and now I'm looking at these shopping areas here. We have a good now. We have a few names we need to fix as well. So I'm thinking this zone down here should probably extend to this one. So we keep those houses there with the same theme, so we don't mix up the themes a bit. It is set on European suburbia. I want to have that going a bit longer. Having the other ones, I think the Conrad Park is set for European only, and we're gonna have the rest for European suburbia for now. Look at these houses though. I think they look these not houses. It's commercials. Gonna pop off here one row as well, so we get that gap going. Got that gap going. Removing that gap from this one. I'm looking at new lands as well, because I'm looking at this one. We have access to the farmlands up here, which is a good way to get income, and also in this end here we have the railroad. So I'm gonna like rethink a bit how to get that rail line into the city in a good way. And we do have 4,900, so we are going to get this plot right now. So we get all of this farmland, and look at this, we have a nice, it's just on the edge. So looking at where we can get this one, we have a good place up here on this end. Over here, could say one station right at the water level, or waterfront, maybe. Trying to get a rail track into the city will be a challenge. Looking at roads to get over to that island as well, or island, the other peninsula, or whatever it's called. We need to get over there some way. And looking at this farmland here, it's not super dense maybe, but it's enough to keep us going with the farms, so we can actually get some income from it. And also, I need to have a bigger road somewhere over to the other side, so I'm probably gonna cross it at some point. This farmland here is just what we need, so I'm thinking of just setting it up from beginning. We don't want to have, maybe I have a connection up to the highway somewhere down here, because we only have one way in right now to town, and knowing industries, it will get swamped in a matter of no time actually. I'm gonna set up a dirt road almost down to the highway. Let's turn off night vision or night mode. There we go. So we have a dirt road coming out here. We're just gonna go small from starts. So we're gonna go grab ourselves a industrial zone. Just gonna grab a bit of land here to claim our start. We don't need much, we can expand later on. Never mind, damn it. We're claiming everything. Trying to voice over something that you have done a few days ago is kind of hard for me, because I have no memory of what I've been doing. So I experience this as much as you do. So we're gonna grab some money for this one, so let's see. There we go. We're gonna get some extra cash, because this is 15,000 for it. But we need to have a bit more extra, just so we can manage to get our power out and get our water lines out to this point. Gonna need both. So hitting 20,000 here, we are slowing down the sim speed. I'm gonna place the main building somewhere in the middle here, halfway in basically. And that gives us silos and fields and stuff like that. And we're just going to grab a water line down to the entire stretch here, because I know we're gonna need a lot of water, and right now it's out of power, but that we will fix in a bit. Grabbing the power lines. Going all the way, trying to line it up. Did a terrible job. Should have power. And let's grab another dirt road and grab it down more to the south end of the city. And let's place a small field. We only have funds for one, but it's enough because it's a start. It's a start. One field is enough. We're gonna go wheat. So it's a starter farm, for sure. It doesn't have much, but it has enough for what we need. It doesn't make any money, but it doesn't lose much either, so I can afford it. This is gonna be our money maker when we're done with it. So we're gonna start off small. And there we go. We can also get one. I would like to have a silo though, so we can store everything. 6,000, we almost added. There we go. Placing a silo here so we can actually store some of the food products we actually make. So that it's okay for now. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Still, we have a sky high need for housing, so let's continue building out the grid. And we have a bit of a traffic issue here. They're stopping us starting in this corner. We don't have any traffic lights on, which is great. But let's look at our tool here. And yeah, what I thought, we need to give them access to actually go out in front of them. Or they're not stopping in the corner at least. They're gonna give us a bit better traffic flow, which is great. But also remember that I need probably to build this out a bit more. So power lines are broken again. Have you seen that before in my town? And we're gonna give this area a commercial feel to it, trying to fix the power lines as best as we can. You also, there we go. Connection is made, but this is the way. So let's remove this that we just placed. So, trying to figure out how to. I was hoping that these in houses will actually give us the power to extend the power out to this end of the road, but they keep failing and failing. So I don't know, it doesn't really look good for me. So I could use one of my power stations, but I'm doing that right now. Power to the farm. Green power. So we have a traffic light here as well. We need to fix that. Turning off the traffic lights, and also giving priority to this road, and making sure it doesn't stop. Perfect. We're all set for now. It's getting a bit of traffic jam there going on, but it's okay. We can manage. We talked about it last time, and we talked about getting a second, I don't know if it's called artery or collector. I have no idea, but we're gonna grab a second road up here, and it's not gonna be 90 out from the roundabout, but it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be okay. Now we have two main roads going into the town, which is great. We kind of needed it. And this is going to relieve some of the pressure the first road is having. So let's sim a bit more while I build this area. Right, so neighborhood is built, and we also managed to get ourselves a bit of water out in that area. What we're doing now, though, is giving this farm area a bit of extra zoning, and we're gonna place a industrial zone here, a normal industrial, not the farming industrial. So we're gonna set a normal industrial with specification on farming, or so I thought. I kind of made a mistake setting it up, but yeah, mistakes are made, and I did not realize it from the beginning. Setting this up, it started to build instantly because I wanted to meet the industrial needs, and by setting up this zone, we could get some of that need down. Looking at it now, afterwards, I was like, this building looks kind of interesting. Is this really what I wanted? So, looking at these buildings, original wood products, there's a lot of wood down here. Huh, this is not farms, or is it? So I went back into, yeah, forestry specification. Not what I wanted, so let's redo this to a farm. And delete all of these nice new businesses that set up shop. Bye guys. We have wood forest. We have a forest area over at the north end of our town, over here. Probably up here we can go some more, and probably on the east side of the farm as well. So we have a problem with we don't have enough educated workers. And going back to my school watching, we have one elementary school, and that's overflowing. So we kind of need money for a high school, which is 24,000. That means we're gonna have a nice view of the city from the farm while we are simming. This looks like a kind of interesting pen, though. Or what is it called? There's nothing in it. So let's get to... It's a fire. City of Ember on fire. Firefighters are turning up to the scene. See them down the street. Good work, guys. Put it out. It's just spraying on the road. These donuts cars are like, no, my food. Everything's fine. Can go back to normal. Let's sim this and let's get those money in. So I went a bit over again. It's 24,000 for this one, and we got 26, 27 now. I don't want to get... I want to have a bit of a buffer before I place anything right now. So giving this high school gives us the options to actually get more higher educated people, which probably will help us out with these jobs over here. We also have a worker problem out at the farm. So I'm thinking of how we should manage to do the best way we can to survive. We're going to get more people in though by getting more zones. So we're giving this... I don't know, I usually don't like to have housing towards a bigger road. I usually go commercial there, like this. But in this city it's gonna do a bit different. And we do need some more... I'm looking at buses though to get people around. Again, hard to get. And we also have... I think in this area down here by the park should be perfect for a train station, train hub or of some kind. Because it's... We're gonna have the farmland down here and we're gonna have not much in the living area. So I think it's gonna be a perfect place to set it up. I like this space-like building. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks like a crashed spaceship. Looking up here, bus terminals are super expensive. It's 4,000 for a biofuel and it's 30,000 for a normal bus depot. Getting people around in town is going to be a main priority for it. This area will get more zoning. I'm not gonna connect this one all the way up to the main road because I don't want to have the connection so close to the roundabout, because it's gonna be a traffic jam at some point no matter what we do. So let's just make that one a cul-de-sac and basically call it a day. Some more zoning, trying to meet the needs. We have some water areas, some areas with not water, so we need to place the water lines underneath the roads, as I usually do. The build we have on stream is a bit different. I was trying to be cost efficient. It usually costs a bit more to actually build a road, build a water line under the road. I also have a bit here that we have missed, so let's fix that one. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We do need to think about disasters as well at some point. And fire and all of that shenanigans is a issue as well. So I'm gonna place a fire station down here, access to the big road, and gives it access to basically every part of town, except down here. Police is still low in the outskirts. Death care is kinda good. Health wise, we do have a lot of slots in the clinics, but we don't have coverage for every part of town as it is, but that's a problem for next time or later. So the town is growing in nicely. Looking at garbage, We are at 87% full, which is not super great. And the garbage facilities we do have the recycling center, also gives us a bit of materials back. However, we don't have the money for it right now. We do have money for the landfill, so I am going to set up a landfill site right now. We could have waited for the recycling center, but let's get to the landfill and see what else we can do. That area can be a little bit dirty for now. The city is looking quite getting a bit of a population going on here, which is nice. It looks really nice, this town. So we still have some needs. Thinking of maybe we do high residential here, or we're gonna do a park. We do not have the starter pack or wherever. We don't have access to parks yet. We could do a zoo as well. That could be cool, but zoos are quite large, so probably not. Looking at this area right now, we do have a bit more money, so we can place a bit more stuff on this farm. So we're gonna place another field, another 2 fields, and I'm also thinking about these fruit trees. And I actually want to have one greenhouse, because I like the greenhouse asset. It looks nice, and having it next to a proper archery, what it's called, I don't know. It makes it look like it's a bigger facility than just one asset. They look like they two belong together. So it looks quite nice. We have a third, so we can place it here. And that's gonna be, let's go orange in that one. So we have different ones growing, so it looks a bit planned or whatever. So that's nice. That's nice. We have crops coming in here, which is good. And yeah, we have some small houses here. We have a good industry going, I think. It looks nice with this parking area or wherever. These huge silos. Space age thingy. It's growing fast. We need a few more workers. It doesn't make profit like now, we losing money on it. But I think we can turn it around soon enough. In the beginning it will always, look at 77 money. I don't know what's if it's we're gonna say dollars. We're gonna say it's actually Skyline dollars or CS dollar. And as the need arises, we are going to build more houses, so speed it up. Alright, so I'm extending this area as well. This is gonna be kind of unpopular for those who already moved in. But I want to continue the suburbia theme. And I'm thinking also we did make this a shopping area, so let's grab all these buildings here and make them into one zone, so we can easily see what's going on in this area. So we're grabbing all these into Hickory Square, apparently. Weird ass fucking square he has. I'm grabbing all these commercials as well. And removing the zoning for this one, because I don't really like having those there. So we're gonna make this a full commercial zone. Removing the houses from the people we actually need. Not much to do about it. And we can now fill out these zones. Warehousing. Getting these Pac-Man or whatever parts up in the ends. There we go. And last zoned. There we go. Now we're just waiting for people to come in. We do have quite low on the RCI meter, so we don't drag a lot of people in, but enough stays. Looking at our policies as well, I was looking at if we can find something interesting we can add to this, but currently we cannot. We could go organic and local on this as well, but I'm thinking that should be for small areas, and we do have self-sufficient buildings. I'm kind of reluctant to use that just about now because we do need money, and I think that self-sufficient building actually takes away some of the income. So looking at the water accessibility, we do lack a bit of the water, and we are also on the short end of water treatment. So we need to look into this problem also before it becomes a problem. Education looking better. Still elementary schools are a bit low, so we're gonna place another elementary school just about here. Perfect. Health wise, we should use another clinic. Could use another clinic at least somewhere down here. There we go. Money gotten. Should I go for this medical clinic? Yeah, it looks a bit more to age. So place it there, hoping for best. Fire though is also a problem. We would like to have some protection up at the farm, so no animals come to harm or crops. So that's a bit way to get that. We need to get one of these fire watch towers, maybe. Then remember, I have these guys. It's like volunteer firefighter assets from the community. See, Skylines community, the workshop. So we have a small fire station, local one. It's almost like a volunteer fire station or whatever. It has one fire engine, and it will be good enough for this area, I think. It doesn't make a mark that it's protected, but I hope it is. We have to see. I also want to have like these disaster buildings as well, emergency shelters, and I do want to get a short radio mast out in this area as well. because we're gonna need it. We haven't had a disaster yet. But if one of those hits, we are going to have a bit of a struggle to get things back on track, as I think. So we have about 4,600 people. One of the shelters contains 1,000 of the small ones. So yeah, we're going to... that's an expense that we need to consider. Do we need for everyone? Do we go Titanic on that one? Maybe so, maybe so. Seems like our education problem has gone away. And what I'm looking for... I don't know. Yeah, trails. I'm looking at making a bicycle walking path from this end over to the industrial zone. And the path I had is the assets from... Hello, police. Chase that garbage. The path is a pedestrian and bicycle path. And we're gonna need to have this up a bit. What can we get away with? 8 meters. 8 meters seems too high. Can we go down to 7? No. Gonna keep it on that one. And we're gonna lower it down gently towards the ground. Let's see if we can go. No, it's gonna be both for bikes and walkers. So we don't need it to be too steep. We're gonna cross the roundabout. Probably not there, because that's gonna be a steep fucking hill again. So grab this to here, raising it up a bit to 7 again, crossing the first part, crossing the second part, down to the floor, there we go. And straight up to Smog City, or Smog City. Smog City was the old industrial area. I don't have a name for this area. I kind of like Smog City, but whatever. We're keeping it. If you have any suggestion at all on what to name any of these areas, hit me up in the comment sections. We're gonna fix that. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a overpath over to this local road. However, it didn't really work as I planned, because I wanted to do it like that. A smooth, nice bend over. Sadly, that didn't work. So we have to make it a bit more ugly than I expected it to be. So we're gonna go out here. It's almost 90, a bit lower, and then go back over itself. Over here, looking nice. And then resetting it a bit and down to the ground level, up to about this intersection here. Straight line didn't work well. Yeah, we go almost. It's a bit of steep end on this side as well, but I will destroy the power lines again. I don't know how many times I destroy power lines in this game without thinking. But it looks kind of nice. It's workable. On this end, we're gonna grab the road again, and we're gonna drag it just to the edge of the park, where the park meets the intersection here. So just about there. And let's make a connection here, so people can hop off the park into the bicycle network. The same here, we're gonna have a connection or destroy the road. Let's use move it to fix our movement here. So let's see. It doesn't look too bad, but it's still a bit wonky. That was not what I intended, so doing this will make sure we can both access the other road and getting to the park in a more natural turn over here. Almost natural turn. Now we're gonna go and put this pedestrian road closer to the main road, so we actually get rid of this uglies that comes in between, the tearing or whatever it's called, and without breaking the road that we actually had. Trying to raise it didn't work. There we go. We're gonna get some tearing anyway, but I don't think it's gonna be too terrible. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna fix it with some decorations as well, so it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So just grabbing the nodes and slightly pulling them back in removes most of the tearing, at least, and I think it looks kind of okay. So we are moving these a bit. There we go, and that will force people a bit away from the freeway or the bigger areas. I'm looking at trees here, and let's turn on prop anarchy. I was hoping to have the line 2 working as well, but it didn't work as I thought it would. I don't want to have some nice trees here. Kinda works, but it's a bit too big for what I want. It would look nice though. It would give the pedestrians some shade as well. This small tree here I kinda stuck with because it looks super nice. But looking at the line tool and prop anarchy, it didn't work. I tried, but no. So we have to go through this with just normal tools, so again, speeding it up. There we go. A nice little woodland road. The spacing is not equal all around, and some trees are dying, but I think it looks nice. Oh, look at that! Our farm just leveled up, which is great. Perfect timing. I could go like actually measure them out, but I think it looks more natural that they are a bit further apart at some points, and it fits well with the parkour as well. So let's look at our school capacities again. Elementary schools, high schools, we have 2 of those apparently. We don't have any universities yet. There will be, I think, next step maybe in population. I'm not sure entirely. Maybe 2 more steps. We have 3 healthcare facilities, which is great. We don't have child or elder care, which we may need. We have just 1 sick child or teen, but children, there are like 800 in the city. There's 900 seniors and 06 seniors, which is great. But I'm thinking of placing this retirement home somewhere sensible anyway. So like, it's a good spot that hasn't developed yet. So let's place down there and let it's a good central position, so it's gonna be okay. Cemetery we are looking quite good at, right at this moment at least. Crime, we hardly only we have 1 jail cell left to us, so let's grab another police station and let's place that somewhere sensible as well. Probably here. So don't have it on a collector or artery or wherever. So that looks nice. Fire safety. We could use another fire station on this end. I'm looking, this looks kind of cool to have it right here, because I have the water pumping station in the background. In what other place for a fire station but close to a pumping station, right? I would like to have it in here, but they're gonna break the roads. So yeah, I'm thinking here, it's gonna be perfect. Like that. It looks nice. And thinking of stuff for my people. We don't have much parks. We have 3 parks, but they are on the other side and they really help bring out the value. So we're gonna place another park somewhere sensible as well, and without destroying as many homes as possible. We could fit one in here that destroys 1 home. Almost you could fit it in here, but that did also destroy a home. So I'm thinking a dog park around here shouldn't be too offensive for everyone living here. So I'm gonna place it here, giving the area as much spot to grow as possible. That's good. Our commercial zone is growing well. And I did make this a cul-de-sac as well because I really don't want to have it close to the roundabout for several reasons. We did get some new assets to the farm, right? Gotta grab a road here so we have a frame of reference, and do the same here, following our guideline tools. And I do want to have some animals roaming. We would need to have workers' barracks, of course. Brings the people out to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. So we have a small animal pasture. It's 7,500, and we are getting a lot of money right now, so it's gonna not take too long to get this in. And a few more ticks, and we are there. I was hoping it would fit it on sideways, but it did not fit like that, so we have to do it like this instead. Missed one square in the sideways, but yeah, nothing we can do about it. We have full crops here, which is great, and we have moo-moos. Highland cows. Let's go with that. That seems like a good thing. Can name a cow for it as well. It was good. And they are eating. That's the info you get from them. Eating. Eating. Wandering around. Is these the only two options we have? We have eating and wandering around. I don't know what I would do with that information, but yeah, it's there. And we just hit busy town. Woohoo! So we get city planning, some new sightseeing buses, trolley bus, leisure tourism, great. Tourism specification. We have some politics, which could be nice. Filter industrial waste is one of those. We could go electric cars, fast recovery. We do get some new roads as well, which is going to be nice. We get these nice pedestrian walks I like so much. Paris Bridge. And a bunch of new buildings here. Hospitals, electrical power plant, it's oil power plant, which is something we might need. And we do get bus station, a bus hub or wherever, so we can have that somewhere sensible as well. A few more upgrades for schools or wherever. And we have more natural disaster buildings, ferry exchange, geothermal. That's gonna be interesting, but it's probably expensive all hell. Community pools, and we do have these nice Asian pack upgrades, which is nice. I did get the modern Asia, modern Tokyo, modern Japan content creator pack. Can't remember the name of it. So we have some more assets from that, which is gonna be crazy nice. And here, for some reason, my game decided to break itself. You see up in the corner, it says saving. And I was hoping it was a short thingy, but it got stuck. It didn't do anything. It didn't move at all. It just completely died. So I lost some progress, but I'm gonna show you that in 2 seconds. So after the restart, I noticed I didn't lose too much. I lost half the bicycle network, and we didn't do much after that. So it wasn't a huge loss, but it was. We went back several steps on both. I don't think the farm went backwards, but I think the town went backwards. So I rebuilt the fire station, and I also did some more decoration in this area, filling out with some bigger trees and making this area look a bit more forestry, I guess. And that was about it. Getting the trees back on and getting the bicycle network finished was basically what I had to do. Okay, the farm went backwards a bit. So yeah, now we've catch up on that, and having it on full speed, we will soon get the goal of Busy Town again, which is not far off, so it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So the city looks quite nice at the moment. We do, however, maybe want to do something about this roundabout. So I have this circle tool. So if you go from the middle, you can actually place a circle of trees, like I'm trying to do now. Trying to line it up so we have circles all around. And we do have a packaging. Now got a bit terrifying here. Terrifying. I got a bit terrified that was going to crash, but it didn't. So I'm trying to find the middle here. My measurements are a bit off, and there we go. Busy Town. Now we're back on where we ended. So let's see if I can get this to actually... There we go. Placing some trees in the middle just because it looks nice. There we go. There's a few cute trees. It does gives those who drive into this place a notification that, oh, we are entering a roundabout. Because I have noticed that if there's nothing in a roundabout, people think they can go straight forward. I don't know how stupid people are, but that's a thing apparently in the world. So yeah, needing to fix that. And I noticed in the background here that there was some water pipes and sewers pipe popping up. So I thought to myself, this can't be good. I thought I saw, there we go, popping off again. So we hit the limit on what our water system can do right at this moment, which was expected. I mentioned that in the beginning of the episode. So let's look at our water availability. I like the water pumps we have, but I kind of want to have a variety of stuff though. We could go... We have these water pipes. Large water pipe is 32,000. Seems a bit overkill. This gives 12,000. 120,000, sorry. This is 60,000. Tank reservoir could be nice, but it doesn't help us right now. Sadly. It only holds water. So a large pump station here, it's 320,000. A small one is 60,000, which is the same as the normal pump water towers, which could be cool to have because I like the asset. Super large is a bit overkill. I think we don't need that one, but I like to have these like building like structures to help us up. So I'm gonna go with this small water pumping station, and I'm gonna place it here next to the fire station because it will look like this actually fits with the environment. The asset looks awesome. There's nothing shady about it. It takes up more room than a water tower. It looks quite nice. Having it next to a fire station even makes more sense as well. So we're gonna connect that to the water grid, and that should fix the problems of having no water up in the industrial area. Now we do have the next problem though. We need treatment. So I'm looking at the one we have, and it's still 60,000, but this bigger one has it's Eco Inland is 45% pollution. This gives 100 pollution. Better capacity though. So I'm thinking, should we go one big? I'm thinking we are though. Feels right. So let's place that one here. I know it's a dirty one, but we're gonna fix this also at some point. So that will fix our water problem, and that will also fix our sewage problem. And let's grab a road as well. Roads are always needed. And there we have it. I think that is what we are needed for now. Our RCI is a bit... this commercial is a bit elevated. Industrial is some needs for. We do have spots that hasn't been developed yet on the housing areas, so that's good. It tells us something. And look at this. Look at this house. They have chairs on the rooftop, and these hatches to get up there. I don't know. Seems a bit special. Getting closed out on the roof. I don't know. It's a cool asset. I like it. I like these organic shops. Soya lentils. That seems like a coffee shop. And also I like that they do commercials for cars and stuff like that on the housing. It's cool. It gives the city a natural feel. I like this square here as well. So I think we are quite good. This is just weird though. It has wants crops. It has full crops here. It's 98% full next to it, but they are not getting any, which is super weird. So yeah, I spent the time trying to figure out this, trying to see where the cars and other shenanigans are coming from. We're not gonna go through all of that shenanigans. I'm gonna say this before my video ends. We are going to continue building this town. We're going to continue growing this town. We have plans for a train station. We have plans for upgrading roads and moving out towards the other peninsula, across the river. So we're looking fine. We have a plan going. We didn't get super much going this time around, but in the early stages of a town, you always need to like expand industry. We have to expand people. We're gonna need to get money in. It's slow going in the beginning. As soon as we get the ball rolling, we can actually do quite a bit more. I mean, look at it now. We have 68,000 money, and yeah, we're looking quite good. We have the funds for continue doing something spectacular next time around, I hope. We still have low density housing, which is going to be probably what we're going to go for there. We're going to expand over to this side, probably grab this sandy area as well, making some kind of park in this place. I don't know. I like parks. I like parks. So we're gonna grab money from those as well. And we have, I mean, we have a bit of expansion to do to get where we want to go. So, if you like this episode, give me that thumbs up. It doesn't hurt. It helps to get the channel out, and it helps me out. And if you didn't like it, the thumbs down is just next to it. Fire. And if you have any suggestion on what to do and what I'm doing wrong or whatever, just hit me up in the comment section. And if you want to see more of my shenanigans, hit that subscribe button, punch that bell, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye guys.